Hi, Nikki. No silly today. I'll wait till the notifications go out. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Penny. Hi, Heather. Hi, Danielle. Hey, Ash. It looks like Ash's first time here. Okay. Okay, let a couple minutes, okay, guys? Not my normal self, okay? Hi, Linda. Oh, thank you. It's actually a jumper. It's shorts. Oops. It's like a whole outfit. It's like a whole vibe. Oh. Hey, yes, I know who you are. Well, I'm so glad you're here. So we got 17 people here. The problem is I don't want to repeat myself. So I want to, hi, Angela. First time catching live. Yay, I'm so glad you're here. It's probably not, I always say that, but I'm glad you're here, but it's not going to be the same. I want to wait a few minutes. I am sad. It's just, I got a lot to talk about. Hey, Chrissy. And I'm going to try my hardest not to cry. Because I've been crying for 2 days and I have a migraine. So there's that. It's not a bad migraine, but it's there. I had a migraine last night, went to bed, woke up with partial migraine, not a full blown. But I know if I start crying again, it's going to be there. My favorite snack. Yeah, what do you want to know? Hi, Carla. Favorite snack, strawberries. If they're good strawberries, strawberries are my favorite snack. I just had a big bowl of some good strawberries. Oh, so good. Ooh, I like chips and salsa too. Yeah. Hi, Brandy. What else do you, I'm double jointed. You guys might not know that about me. I am double jointed. Let me share things with you. I'm actually certified as a diamondologist. Did you guys know that? I worked in jewelry for 17 years, and I know a lot about diamonds and gemstones. You might not know that about me. What else do you need to know? Hi, Stacy. What else do I need to tell you guys that you might not know about me? I used to write poetry. You guys might not know that. I didn't do it after my dad passed away, but yeah, I used to write poetry. And yeah. I am secretly a mermaid because I can take baths for up to or surpassing 8 hours. Because soaking in Epsom salt is one thing that does help with my pain. I don't take pain meds, so my pain can be relieved a tad bit by Epsom salt baths. So yeah, I'm secretly a mermaid. So there's that. What else? What else? What else? I don't know. Is there anything else about me that you guys don't know? I don't know. Try to think. Probably not. Okay. I am so scared of spiders, and it is a true. I think you were scared of spiders, Nikki, but you didn't have true arachnophobia. I have true arachnophobia. But I still see your tarantulas. I wrote to you on your video, though, it was pushing me too far to see it on the big screen TV. I can't see your spiders on the big screen TV. It's too much. Hi, Michelle. Yes, Epsom salt baths. Yep. Yeah, no spiders. Okay, we got a few people here. So I will not, just please, moderators, please let everybody know that I'm not going to repeat. They're just going to have to go back and watch. And I'm not trying to be rude, but like, I just can't. That's one. Two, I am struggling. And so mentally, if there's anything said in this chat, which I don't suspect anybody that's here now would do that, but if anything is being said, because I'm being affected very, very, very seriously mentally, that if there's anything that's going to trigger me or, make things worse, it will get deleted and probably blocked. I don't know. It's whatever Penny and the rest of them want to do. You know what I mean? They're here. They have my back. They know what's going on. So, I am saying goodbye today. I am saying goodbye to all of this. I will be reaching out and letting know brands and stuff like that I'm not going to be an affiliate or get PR, anything like that. I'm walking away from everything. I have to. Even though this has been so healing to me over the years, and I've gotten to know so many of you, that has been a bright spot. There's a lot of bad too. And I've been able to navigate it for the most part between just people or brands or whatever it may be. I've been able to navigate it. But there's a point where it takes a toll on you mentally, and I'm at that point. And people that don't know my whole story, I've had a very traumatic childhood and have had, a lot of people say that they would never know I'm in pain or anything else. Well, because I can hide a lot. I've been doing it my whole life, and so, and I don't want people to know how much pain I'm in every single day, or if I'm like, my thing is that I have grown up. I'm not going to go into great detail because that person could be watching this, and they can, if they want to, that they know what they've done to me growing up. But, I've been groomed by a narcissist that has abused me my whole entire life. And so what that does is that makes me into a person that wants to make everybody happy all the time. And I don't care about my own happiness. I just care about everybody else being happy around me. And what that also does, and what I'm figuring out, is that just opens the door for other people that can do the same things to me. And I don't really realize it until I am too far into a relationship or a friendship or a business transaction or whatever it is. I don't know until I'm too far in, and then I'm getting hurt. And it's just became where And it's happened multiple times. It's happened multiple times. This didn't just happen. I know that a lot of people know what's going on with Saint Angels and Sinners, and that's just a part of what's caving in on me right now, okay? It's just part of it. And so I've been on the fence for some time now, and it's hard for me because I pour my everything into anything that I decide to do. And so this, I poured my all into it. And so, there's some goals and some things that have happened where, I get a sense of where I feel of accomplishment, where it was something that was lacking in my life. So it's hard to let go of this. But after giving it much thought over the last couple of days, I have to let you know that there's been some drama that's going on that I was up to my neck in because I'm involved, not in the drama, but with the whole situation with the brand. But what it did, what it did was trigger my trauma. And I know people throw labels around all day long, and I'm not doing that. So I'm telling you now, I have been medically diagnosed with trauma-induced PTSD. Medically diagnosed, okay? Not just saying I have it. And the stress of everything has caused PTSD nightmares 2 nights in a row. And literally, I can't even explain to you what they do to me because it's like you get traumatized all over again. And it's just a huge, like, I can't do it anymore. Um, when I talked with my husband and I said, it's hard to make a decision like this because I want to do, I literally just sat there and in my thoughts dug to the rawest part of my heart to figure out what I need because I don't do that. I don't put me in the equation of anything. And so, what do I need? And I sat there and I said to him, I said, I can't change all the trauma and everything that has happened to me in the past. I can't change that. What has happened, and I have to just deal with that the best I know how. But I can change this. I don't need to be hurt anymore. And so there was my answer. I don't have to do this. And if I was strong enough to draw a boundary and align with the one person I feared the most in this life, my abuser, just one of my abusers, but the main one. If I had the strength to do that, then I had the strength to do this. Because I'm learning. I'm learning what I've been through and what it allows in my life because I don't know any other way. But I can't. I can't do this to myself anymore. And I kept telling myself, I'm like, I'm just not strong enough. I'm not strong enough to put up with this kind of stuff anymore. I'm just not strong. But it's not true. What it is I am strong enough to say, I don't need this. It's not that I'm not strong enough, because I could keep doing it. I just choose not to anymore. I'm not going to call people out. I'm not going to say what all has happened, but it has been multiple people that I've talked with. No, it has been multiple things. It's not just one thing. It's not just one person. It's not just one brand. It's just not one. It's multiple. And the problem is that I just open up to people, and I allow, I'm just me, and it just sets me up where if they don't have the same type of heart, that I'm going to get hurt. And I just can't do it anymore. I can't be a target. And so I have a obligation. I just was thinking about this. I am a co-host of the Thrifted Look for Less challenge that goes up on Sunday. So you will see one video go up, and that will be my Thrifted Look for Less challenge, because I keep my commitments, and I committed. So, and I'm the co-host, so I'm going to do that. I'm not going to mess up everybody else's videos just because I'm stopping, so you will see one video go up. So I have already announced a 2,000 subscriber giveaway. We are not at 2,000, but I'm still doing a giveaway. So whoever subscribed, like, I've been saving for this giveaway forever. So I will still have 3 winners, and I will still do a giveaway. So that will be coming. I will go back and read your guys' comments. I can't read them now. Just know that, like, I'm not buying into, like, I'm not buying into, he said, she said stuff. I'm not buying into, I'm telling you of my own personal experiences. Okay. I'm not basing this off of hearsay, gossip, nothing. This is my own personal experiences. And I won't drag people through the mud, because it's not just this. Okay. I want you to understand that it's not just this situation. There's been more to it. And for some time, I have sit here and I have said, all the editing, everything that has taken over, because I do pour my all in it. Okay. So for a long time, I have even said, is it worth as much as it takes from me? Because what you guys don't see is I sit there and I fret and I edit for all day. I'll wake up in the morning and I don't stop till I go to bed. One video. And so there's other things that but did not make me want to leave. Okay. That would have never made me. I would have still worked hard and still did that. And I might have cut back, or, there was just things that I could maneuver around that. But you take it all together. You know what I mean? You just put it all in together, and then you say, okay, this is not it. Like, you can't just take one component out and make it better. You can't just I mean, I know some people are saying you could just do live streams or you could just do this, you could just do that. But for me, I have to completely walk away because of knowing that I'm a target. And that means it doesn't mean, I mean, I'm not even thinking or going there at this moment, but like my husband and I had discussed maybe even just a different platform, just live streams or something like that, just so that I can do what I love. And oh, thank you, Froggy. And I will do this because Barbara Jean made this for me, and I just love her so much. And like, there's so many friendships. There's just so much that I am so thankful for, and that is hard. But I just can't. I mean, I just can't. And I know that the people that truly love me and truly have a friendship with me will know what I've been through, what I'm going through, and they'll know that I'm doing it because I have to. I don't want to have a migraine. I don't want it to go full blown. I'm going to try to stop. I just so yeah, I don't know if I don't want to leave anything unsaid. So if I sit here in my thoughts for a minute, like I don't want to leave anything unsaid, but I also don't want to just make you guys sit in silence. Um but yeah, definitely you guys have touched my life in a huge way and helped me through so much. And so I hope you guys all know how much you guys mean to me, and that I know that there are really good people out there. But unfortunately, this platform just sets me up for interactions with people that don't feel that way towards me and could care less if they damage me or hurt me in a really bad way. And sometimes, like, and it's just the problem is I don't know until it's too late. Um, I will be stopping memberships. I have 38 members, which is just unheard of on my channel size. And that just tells me, people wanted to support this. And I think that if they all knew what was going on behind the scenes, they would know that um, they wouldn't want this for me either. So I think that everybody will understand on that front. I'll be turning off the memberships today so that you don't get charged anymore. Um, I'll probably be, I, I don't know. I'll be reaching out to companies. I don't know if any companies are on here, but I'll be reaching out to companies and asking them to take my affiliate code away and to stop sending PR. Um, yeah. I mean, I appreciate everybody that understands. Like, I mean, it's hard, and like, I know I'm not that big of a deal. Okay. Like, I mean, it's just the friendships. It's not like, it's gonna ruin everybody's, there's plenty of good content out there, you know what I mean? And so, it's just, you just make You just make connections with people. And that's probably the hardest. But, you know, it's something I need to change. When I literally sat there and I knew when I said that, you know, I can't change what happened to me in the past, I can only maneuver and try to heal from those things. But I can change from ever allowing further hurt and damage coming from this outlet. Like I can change that. I just knew. And so I just had to. Tiffany. Yeah. And yeah, I think if I want to make sure that I leave you guys with one thing, you know, I mean, multiple things, obviously, but the one thing that I just want you guys to know, hi, Rosalind, you're still my friend. I'm still supporting you. So don't think I'm going anywhere out of your life because I'm not. And I'm still praying for you in your situation. I'm not going to say your situation, but I'm praying. I didn't read what Nikki said. Um, what was I saying? The one thing I want you guys to all know is that you guys mean a lot to me and that the friendships that I made are real and that, like, you know, why I always in my live streams, I'm going to have to stop. But why in my live streams, I always want to know your name is because it's not a channel to me. I don't want to call you by your channel name. I want to call you by your name because you're a person to me. You're not a channel. And I hope you guys know that because anybody that reached out to me ever in DMs, like, I'm here for them. But I know that I need to do this. I just do. And it's like I had the PTSD nightmares. And even after talking it over with my husband, woke up and had another one this morning. And that was confirmation that it is really getting to me way more than anybody can imagine because there's not too much that can drum that up. And so I know, like, this is serious. I literally can have, they're so severe that I can literally have a heart attack while having one. So it's serious, you know? So I don't know why he's saying that, my husband. I don't get what you're saying. He must be watching. I don't know if he's just trying to make me smile or what, but he says, I gotta say it. I'm sorry, you're welcome. I don't know what he's saying. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, I need to stop. I need to probably just jump off here. I will go back and I will read every single message. I put chat replay on this. So I will go back and rewatch. What? What? Not dissolve. Yes. You know what? Actually, Untitled Designs, which is Heart of Heather on here, she actually just made me a whole new line of merch. And it is amazing. And she's so supportive. I told her, and she's like, I told her I'd pay for her design. I'll pay for whatever, because I'm doing this. And she's like, I don't want you to pay for nothing. It's okay. You need to do this for you. So she's been extremely supportive and did not make me feel guilty one bit, because I'm very easy to be guilt tripped. And so I appreciate it so much. Actually, if you guys want to just hold on a minute, I'm going to go grab the new merch t-shirts because they're freaking amazing. I want to show you, because not that you want my t-shirt. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that she makes these t-shirts. She can make whatever you want on these t-shirts. And for somebody that is so supportive of me, and that she went out of her way to do this for me, like, please go use her services. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of people I want to support on this platform, right? People that actually do care. You know what I mean? Okay, let me go grab them. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back. Yeah. Ouch. Son of a biscuit. Oh, that hurt. Oh. I hit my I hit my elbow on the door on the way in. I took headache medicine, you guys. Okay, let me show you these shirts. And actually, I want to try them on and show you, because they are so stinking cute. Okay. So, let me try them on. I'm going to step out of view real quick, and then I'm going to show them to you. Okay, so this one's my favorite. Okay, it's a V-neck, and it says nothing is serious when Debbie's delirious. I love the color. Super soft t-shirt. And then this is like this is not like the vinyl that rips up. This is the in the Pac-Man picture. Like this. I can't show you because I pulled this part down, but is it the Pac-Man? Here, let me just do this. Take care of the Pac-Man picture. Okay, so this is not like the stuff that I've already washed these too. I've already washed all the shirts. Oh, you could see me in the reflection? No. Oh, that's awful. I hope you guys couldn't see much. So this is I forget what she calls it. She can tell you. I don't know. What is this called? She calls it something, but it's almost like it's dyed. So you can't do a really dark t-shirt. You have to do a lighter shirt. It's dyed. Like the whole this is her artwork. She created this. This is her artwork. Heather, what's the name of the process of sublimation? It's sublimation. Yes. Sublimated. Yep, that's what this is. So this is her artwork. All of this. And then she has these done, and these have all been washed. So pretty soft, kept their form. They didn't like wash out or anything. So let me go try on the next one without any. Oh. Nope. Okay. All right. So this is a light pink, and same design, but it's not the V-neck. So this is the t-shirt, but you have to, for it to show up, since it's like it's dyed, and it's since it's dyed, and what was I saying? Oh, you have to have a lighter shirt so that the colors will show up. If it's too dark, it won't show up. So I did light pink. And then the next two are unisex. So they will go for a man or a woman. Okay, so that's next. So if you're a man and you want my face on your chest, you can choose this style. Or a girl that likes this color. Okay, so it's unisex. So man or woman can have this, but I don't think too many men want my face on their chest. So maybe my husband, but I don't even think he wants my actual face on his chest. So, but this color option is available. She can, and I am again telling you, not that you need my shirt. You can make your own. Like literally, you can tell her what you want on the shirt, and she makes it. And she'll draw it up, and she'll have you approve it, and then she'll put it on a shirt. So you can have whatever you want. You can have your face on your own shirt if you want. Now, here comes the fun ones. These are unisex, and this is fun because you have Debutawn there, right? And it says Debutawn Crew. And then this says Bodyguard. We did this for Penny and all y'all that are my wrenches that really wanted to, yeah, Bodyguard. And then Don't Make Me Wrench You for my live streams. And all of these were options. These were all options. Like you can switch them around because I'm going to go show you a second option. So, yeah. So there was a second option. Yeah, this was supposed to be my merch launch, you guys. But you too can do the same thing for your channel or whatever you want to do it for. Okay. It doesn't have to, you take this design if you want for your own channel. I don't care. Okay. So this is the other unisex with the different options. And this one has Debutawn, but it has a colorful Debutawn crew instead of just black. It has the subscribe with the check mark. And you can mix match. You can do it any way you want. And then it had the different tier levels. So if you remember, or even if you're not, but you can either have Glitter Gangster, Purple Pretties, or Multichrome Mavens. So that was going to be the launch, okay? But I'm just now showing you your options that you could do for your own channel or just as a person that would like to have a shirt of something on it. So, and I'm telling you now also around Kansas City Chiefs season, because my whole family and I love you, Phaedra. I'm so glad that you came. And not a good situation, but you're always my niece. So that will never change. Okay. So what was I saying? Oh, Kansas City Chiefs. We're big Chiefs fans. And I sent Heather a picture of what I'd like to have. And she literally printed it, like designed it herself and printed it on a hoodie for me. It's amazing. And it made everybody in my family jealous because they didn't have their own custom Chiefs hoodie. And I did. So. Millie. Thank you guys. The first one in the Bodyguard. You guys don't have to get mine though. Like seriously. Don't feel obligated. You guys can put whatever you want on your t-shirts. Just go support good people. That's all. I just want good people to be supported, and Heather is good people. And so yeah. In my head's I took medicine because it's getting worse. Yeah, definitely need to watch from the beginning. Oh yeah. We were gonna set up a date to do a merch launch. So it's not even up on her website yet. That is the old merch that's up there probably now. We have old merch. I know. I actually was kidding around. I told Nikki, I was talking to Nikki, and I was like, I need to go grab tissues because I was talking to her right before I came on, and I said, I need to go grab tissues. And I go, no, actually, I have this whole thing of beauty blenders over here. I'll take a note from Tati. They actually do work well because there's been times I've cried while I was doing a makeup look, and I've done that, and, like, it literally soaks it right up and not messed up my makeup, so I don't have makeup on. I did that on purpose, but they work, and they actually kind of feel good to my sinuses as I'm putting pressure on them. So, yes, I did it on purpose. Aw, you have epilepsy, Jen? My son does too. Pro tip. Yeah. Oh, so I won't ever take down my videos though. I'll leave my videos up. Um, my disease was getting really bad before I started my channel and before I had like the stem cells done. And honestly, I mean, I did it for multiple reasons, but one of the reasons I encouraged myself to do it because other people were encouraging me, and I thought I could never talk to myself in a camera. Like, I just can't do that. And I used to tell myself that all the time. But what made me say I need to at least try it is because there's a point in time where your health starts going really bad. And I'm like, I don't know how long I'll be around. So maybe I need to do this so that my kids and grandkids and everybody else that, if I'm gone one day, they can see it. And so I won't ever take down my videos. They'll stay up. What happened? What? Oh, no, yeah, I used to get those all the time, Rena. I'm so sorry. Those are awful. Have those extended migraines. They're so bad. Yeah, I'm not going to take down the videos. Nope. They'll stay up. I think I'll probably take off the monetization, though. I don't know. It'll probably go away on its own anyways if I'm not uploading. Oh, thank you, Scrappy Gamer. I don't know what your name is, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. Because I know there's a lot of people probably watching this that normally don't come to live streams, so I probably don't have your name up on my board over here. Thank you. I really do. I appreciate the encouragement because I do feel a immense amount of guilt, and just I feel bad a lot and guilt, and I just do. It's just who I am. And so I do feel good about my decision, but just hearing the support really helps me to know that I'm doing the right thing for myself, and that I need to start paying attention to that kind of stuff. I don't know. You just found me. I'm sorry, Jen. I will be still doing my giveaway. So I haven't hit 2,000 yet, but I'm still going to do the 2K giveaway. So you know, I guess I can keep it, because if they kick me off, then they kick me off. You know what I mean? Because I'm not uploading. I think they have some rules or something that. Thank you, Naeli. I try. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. Heather, stop. Oh, is Dee Dee leaving? Dee Dee, I love you, girl. Dee Dee has been with me since almost the beginning. Dee Dee is such a sweetheart. I mean, I've just met, there's just some things I'll never forget. And that's just people from all over the world that I just love so much. And that just won't ever change. It's hard for me to read because I'm literally headache bound. So if I'm not hitting everyone, I'll go back and read though. It's just the time. Okay, just the time and the subscriber count that counts. Okay. You think, okay. I'll leave it up, and then if they kick it off, then they can kick it off. Thank you, Stacy. And I will have a video go up Sunday, you guys. I will have a video that goes up Sunday because I've already committed to it. It's already done. And I'm the co-host and so of the Thrifted Look for Less challenge. So I will be posting a video on Sunday. It's already scheduled. So that will go up. So don't be confused like, oh, she's back. I should make sure everybody knows that. So anyways, this is probably not fun. I just feel like I'm just like, I don't know. Once I end it, I end it. And so I'm kind of sitting here going, do I want to say anything? Do you guys, I mean, I can't read everything, but is there anything that thank you, Lucy. Like at the beginning of this, people were telling me to say things that they might not know about me. So, I mean, is there any questions or anything that like, you want to know other than drama? I'm not getting into that. But, I mean, Danielle, you're just saying that because you're family. Oh my goodness. Not a chance. Yeah, I am a mermaid. Oh, let me just announce to you what I've been budgeting for. How about that? That's something you guys don't know about. Let me talk about that real quick because I was going to do a whole video. So let me talk a little bit about my disease. Okay, if you guys don't want to hear all this, that's fine. I totally get it. I know a lot of people struggle with a lot of things. I'm just going to tell you my story a little bit. I have to tell you backstory, and then I'm going to tell you what I have been saving for. Okay, because I was going to do a video separately, and now I'll just tell you. So I have something called Derkham's disease. It's a very rare disease. It's a very extremely painful disease. And the reason why it's painful is because it's multi-layered pain. Okay, so what it is it's tumors that have tentacles that wrap around things. So nerves, tendons, and then it pulls and it just, and some of them snap and it feels like a rubber band going off in you. So every movement you can feel this tearing inside you. So it's multi-layered. There's a vascular pain that comes along with it. You actually have, it's like the ligament that is tied to the bone. You have that pain. You have muscle pain and tissue pain, and then nerve pain. So it's multi-layered. So pain meds don't work. I've been on them, tried them. They don't work. Okay. We've dealt with this since 2011. I've been disabled since 2011, unable to work. It has taken over my life. I went from, after having 3 children, weighing about 120 pounds. After having 3 children, I have 4, but like that was after having 3 children. To when this hit, my weight went up, 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 up. We couldn't figure out what it was. I never changed diet, never changed exercise. I exercised more because every time I went to a doctor, they would say, just lose weight and you'll feel better. Just lose weight and you'll feel better. And then I would go exercise and I would beat the crap out of my body trying to lose weight, and I would get bigger and bigger and bigger. So come to find out, years later, I progressed the disease. This is a progressive disease with no cure, to the point where I was way more further in the disease than I needed to be because I beat the crap out of my body trying to lose weight when there's nothing I could have done about the weight. All that being said, there was one specialist in all of the US. I would fly out to see her once a year, and her name was Dr. Karen Herbst. She helped me, but there was no cure. There was no treatment. There was no nothing to do for this other than listen to your body, don't overdo it so that you cause more tumors. Because the more you damage your body with like lactic acid or exercise or anything like that, or you just overdo it, you gain more tumors. Well, it gets to the point where now I have tumors. Like I may look fat, but it's solid. It's not a squishy fat. It's like tumors and nodules. And I'll tell you about the nodules that's coming up. Okay, so it's just all these tumors and fibrotic tissue and all the stuff that is making this solid mass inside of me. And it doesn't even hit in normal areas and stuff like that. Okay. So all that being said, there's quite a few of you that were around whenever I did a clinical trial study. I was going away from my family for 3 months for a clinical trial in North Carolina. And it was to help with these. And they were injecting the Derkham's tumors and doing a clinical study for this disease because my doctor quit her full-time practice to do research for this disease because she became so engulfed. She was just an endocrinologist, but she started studying this, okay? And trust me, I've been on every diet. I've been on everything to try to help with pain, and none of it even comes close to touching it. The pain is so severe that people with this disease commit suicide because they cannot handle the pain. It's excruciating pain and it never goes away, and it's every single day. Every single day, every minute of every day. That's how bad it hurts. So we were doing what we could do. She quit her practice. I was going to the clinical trial, and I go up there and I'm in a wheelchair, by the way, at that time. I was in a wheelchair for 4.5 years. I've only been out of the wheelchair for a year and some change. Okay. So in a wheelchair, going to North Carolina by myself for 3 months for a clinical trial. Okay. I was taking wheelchair taxis from the hotel to the clinical trial. I get in there and we literally moved me there. I had to have clothes. I had to have everything that I needed for the 3 months that I was going to be there. My husband helps move me there. Okay. So I go in and they tell me that I'm disqualified. Why? Because I don't just have Derkham's disease. Okay, I have a list of things that I've already been diagnosed with before I even walked in there. Because Derkham's disease, what it is it starts to spur off autoimmune diseases. And so I have a list full of diagnoses that are embarrassing. I don't even go through them all. But almost always I can go, yeah, I got that too. Yeah, I got that. And I sound like a hypochondriac, so I don't even talk about it. I don't even talk about it. Like I'm just like, it's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. And so I went to this and they disqualified me. And this was my hope, like, oh, we're doing a clinical trial, I might be able to get some help, and they disqualified me. The doctor was like almost in tears. Like she was like, I want to help you. Like you're in a wheelchair. Like this has progressed so far for you. And I was hoping this would help you. So she's like, there's 2 reasons we had to disqualify you. She said, one, you don't just have Derkham's disease, you have something called lipedema. Lipedema is understudied. And what it is that not only do you have tumors, but you have these nodules that are painful. And so she said, that's another layer of your pain. She goes, these nodules are so extremely. Derkham's disease is one of the most top 3 painful diseases of the world. And then now you have lipedema too, which is also painful. And so she said, so you have nodules that are encapsulating your Derkham's tumors and those tentacles and pushing in on those tentacles. Plus, lipedema has fibrotic tissue. So fibrotic tissue, just think of scar tissue and how painful scar tissue can be. So it's like this webbing of fibrotic tissue that are going in like this, and it's taking all those tumors and clumping them all over in my body. So they just these big masses. And so where I feel like some places in my body, I have like a bowling ball feel like there's certain areas that hurt so bad. Like I can't get on my knees because there's tumors all over my knees. When I step, it doesn't matter what kind of shoes I have on. I cannot go without shoes. But if I step down, it feels like you're stepping on Legos, the sharpness from the Legos. I can't sit on a chair because like right now I have my legs up on a box to keep them up off the back of the chair because I am so full of tumors that the pressure from sitting pushes those tumors up into the nerves and the vessels, and my legs go numb. And then, like if I sit to go to the bathroom, I know this is TMI, but if I sit to go to the bathroom, like by the time I get up, I have no feeling in my legs because the tumors have constricted everything. So, they say we cannot inject these tumors because they're encapsulated by lipedema, because we can't record the trial study with all this lipedema because it's too intertwined, whatever you call it. And they said, we found something else that you need to go get checked out because she goes, all we do is scan legs all day long. And I've been doing this for 35 plus years. And I've never seen anybody with what you have. She goes, you need to go to Mayo Clinic and you need to have them biopsy. You need to have them biopsy your nerves. She said, your nerves on the scans that we were doing, your nerves should not show up. And she said, your nerves are huge. And they lit up like a airplane tarmac. Like she's like, they are huge. And I knew something was wrong. They were calling people into the room to look at the monitor. They could not believe what they were seeing. And then they were taking pictures of the monitor. They were doing all kinds of weird stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm like, at that point, I was like, I should start charging you guys to look at me because I'm almost like a freak show at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, instead of doctors charging me, I should start charging you guys to look at me. But she was so kind. And she's like, you have to go get this checked out, which I have not, you guys, just saying. I have a little bit of issues, anxieties, it's hard for me to see doctors. Most of them are very rude and mean and uncaring and kind, like most 99%. You only find a few that are good. And so, and anybody that deals with anything knows what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So she goes, so for not only the lipedema, but with the nerve condition, we have to disqualify you from this. She goes, but it kept me up. This doctor was phenomenal. She goes, but she said, it kept me up all night. She goes, I could not let you walk away from this not getting some kind of help. And so she goes, what I want to see you do is contact this person that has Derkham's disease. She was actually scheduled to end her life. She was going to go to Portland, I think it is, Portland, Oregon, where you can medically end your own life because that's how much pain I'm just saying. I know a lot of us live with pain. I get it. And I'm not trying to say my pain is any different than anybody else's. But what I am saying is that people do commit suicide over this pain. This gal that has Durkheim's disease, and she just has Durkheim's, not lipedema, just Durkheim's, she was a EMT. She was an EMT. She worked in the medical field and could not work anymore because she was in so much pain. And she was already had signed papers to end her life. She was going to medically end her life. Her family was upset, but knew that she could not live like this any longer. And this doctor stepped in and said, I understand that you want to do this. I get it to a certain extent, but I want you to try one more thing before you do it. And so she said, I want you to go see this doctor in Arizona and have stem cells done. Okay. And this gal did it. She went, she had the stem cells done. And for like 6 years, I think she said 6 years, maybe it's 4. I don't remember now. It was years. 6. I think it was 6. I don't remember. But for several years, she was pain-free, which is unheard of. So it helped with the nerves. I mean, the tumors are still there. It didn't make the tumors go away, but the pain was gone. So the stem cells went in and did repair, because that's what they do. They go in and they repair whatever they want. Some people go and get stem cells done and it repairs their eyesight or it repairs their heart condition. So you can't tell stem cells what to do. Okay. So it helped with her pain. She was able to go back to work. She regained her life when she was headed to go end it. So this doctor looked at me and she goes, I know that you're supposed to be here for 3 months to do this, but I've already talked to the doctor before she even came and seen me. She already talked to the doctor, and that doctor was willing to fit me in. And she goes, I want you to fly straight from here and not go home. I want you to fly straight from here and go to Arizona to have the stem cells done. And so I called my husband, and he drove all the way from Kansas to North Carolina, picked me up in the wheelchair van, took me to an airport in Tennessee, and then flew me to Arizona. And all the while, if I want to plug Heart of Heather and Untitled Designs and who she is as a person and as a business, I'm going to tell you right now, she's a big part on how I was able to get this all done. She gave me her employee discount with the hotel chain that she works at. She set it all up, and I paid a fraction of what I should have. Okay. So she's a big part of why and how I was able to even do all this. Okay. So that's who Heart of Heather is. That's who Untitled Designs is. Okay. So please know that about her. So I flew out there and Boxes and Deals. Let me just give a couple little shout outs. Penny was there for me the entire time I was there. I know she donated to my daughter put together a GoFundMe, and people on YouTube decided to do videos and people donated. Boxes and Deals didn't just donate to GoFundMe. That girl sent me money and said, go get groceries. Like, just go get groceries. Here's some money. I want you to go get groceries or whatever. She was just because I was just trying to like not spend money, and I was just like, I'm fine. She's like, no, I want you to go, like, just DoorDash it, because I wasn't allowed to leave after the stem cells. I had to stay there for 6 weeks and not move out of bed because you have to let the stem cells take hold. So I had to just lay there. I was able to get up to the bathroom and to get something to eat. That's it. And lay flat on my back. Yep. And there were so many people that was so supportive to me in that time. But I'm seeing the names and it's just reminding me like how many people are like those people. You know what I mean? So like those are good people. And it's not just because they did that. It's just because it just showed their true heart. You know what I mean? Like they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to. And these are people that, yeah, they're internet people, but no, they're real people and they have hearts and we should treat everybody like that. And it's sad that some people don't, you know? So anyways, I had the stem cells done and I'm telling you, within a week, I was walking again. I wasn't a paraplegic, and a lot of people got that mixed up because they saw me in a wheelchair, and I was in like a heavy-duty electronic wheelchair that raised, that did all kinds of things, because that was going to be my life for the rest of my life. Why? It wasn't because of just the tumors. What happened was with the tumors impeding on the nerves and different things like that, I had 4 major concussions. Okay. I fell. I did not know when I would fall. My legs would just give out and I would go crashing down. Okay. I had many falls, but 4 of them, just 4 of the many falls, I got major concussions. And they said, you cannot hit your head ever again because I already have a vascular disease. Aneurysms run heavily in my family. I get scanned for them. And there was already some things that were happening. And so they said, you can't hit your head anymore. That's what put me in the wheelchair. Okay. I still have the tumors. But 1 week after the strength came back in my legs, I was walking. I wasn't allowed to walk for 6, but I could tell when I got up out of the bed, the strength was back. And then like some of the swelling from the lymphedema, which is different, but there's lymphatic fluid that builds up, that was even improving. There was things that were improving because of the stem cells. So now it's been a year and a half and I'm still out of my wheelchair, but my lymphatic therapist is seeing a regression. So she's seeing me going backwards again. And stem cells last for 3 years. Typically, everybody's body's different. 3 years is typically how long stem cells last. And then you can do your own stem cells one more time. And after that, you can get family donations. So I would never ask any of my family to do it. And the reason is because it's extremely painful and you're awake. It's extremely painful. I would never put my family through that. I don't care. Even though I don't ever want to go back in a wheelchair, I just would not do that to a family member. I got to take a drink. And I'm not reading chat. I'm going to go back afterwards and read chat. So, something else you might not know about me. Cucumber water is my favorite thing in summer. Fun facts. So, okay, where was I at? Okay, so stem cells. It's helped. Stem cells, amazing. Highly recommend for anybody that is even having, like you, Stacy, that has lupus, or anybody that has any kind of anything, because you do not know what those stem cells will help or repair. Okay, there's so many people that have been helped with stem cells. And so look into it. Okay. The UK is far more advanced with medical treatments than we are here because we have too much red tape and doctors in the hands of the pharmaceutical companies to where some of these things will never get approved. I paid 100% out of pocket. Okay. I had help. We did a GoFundMe. People here donated, but also I had a huge donation by an anonymous donor that I actually do know, but I had a huge donation from her, and that's what paid for it in full. So it is expensive. But if it regains your life back, is it worth it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty much okay. So let's keep going. Let's keep going to what's going on now. Okay. So all that being said, did the stem cells, we don't know why all this happened. I thought that the Durkheim's disease trial was going to be the answer, but it wasn't. Then the stem cells were the answer, but really that's not either, because it's not really helping with the whole situation, and you can only do so much. But it did buy me time. And now my doctor, Karen Herbst, is in California, not North Carolina, for the stem cells. She's in California. Why? Because there's a doctor there. And this doctor is literally curing. I can't even think about it without just getting curing this disease. And we will do whatever it takes. Me and my husband's talked about it. We will sell our home. We've already talked about selling the wheelchair van. We will always keep the wheelchair, because only one wheelchair a lifetime through insurance, and it's a 30 plus. I don't know. It was like $37,000 total for the wheelchair. So I'll never get rid of that. But we're talking about selling whatever we got to sell. But it is a lipedema doctor. Okay. He is a surgeon, he deals with lipedema, but when they remove the lipedema, it takes the Durkheim's tumors too. So it will solve it all. And every single testimony of people that deal with lipedema was just as painful. Even though I have both, it will solve this too, but every single one is pain-free. I don't even know what it feels like to be pain-free. I can't even imagine. I can't. So this is huge. It's huge. And it was worth budgeting and not spending money over. It will, since I'm doing all this, I might pop on and do like a sale of stuff. I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe doing something like that, just to like sell some of this, because I don't need it all now. You know what I mean? There's some things I'll never get rid of, but there's some things that may help in the grand scheme of what needs to happen going forward. But again, another reason why to take care of my mental health, because it's like I can take care of my physical health, but if I kill myself with stress, then what good is it? You know what I mean? Like, I got to take care of both. And what they do, it's disgusting. If anybody wants it's so gross. Like, I can barely watch it, and I'm trying to find out what happens, and it's hard to watch for myself. It's so gross. But okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys something, and if you need to look away, I'll tell you when I'm going to show it. You can look away. This is what Nikki does with her spiders. So I just got to show you, just so you know what's going on. Okay. But I will show you he's on Instagram. He's on YouTube. You can see YouTube. You can see my doctor, Dr. Karen Herp. She's on the YouTube channel too. And I actually just post on my stories. They're giving away one free consultation. And so I did apply, and I've already called the office. So I've already started the process of doing this. I've had so much anxiety about it because I don't want to be let down and told I can't do it or something. You know what I mean? I don't want to get my hopes up. So look away if you're squeamish. Okay. When I found out that that lipedema is what I have with my Derkham's tumors, it totally made sense because this is what I feel inside my body when I touch my body. It is solid. It is solid. And it's so painful and it hurts. And doctors will tell you tissue doesn't hurt. Like that doesn't hurt. And I'm like, yeah, it does. It hurts. Like if you hug me, it hurts. And they're just like, no, no. Yeah. So look away if you're squeamish. But that's what's inside my body. It's nodules. It's solid. It's painful. It's heavy. Okay, I turned it away, you guys. It's a pretty intense way of removing it, but they have to hand remove everything. So what they do is they go in and they break up the fibrotic tissue that's holding everything together. So they go in and they pretty much like stab it all and break it up. And then they have to hand move all the tumors, all that I'm full of. Like I am so heavy. Like my body is so heavy because it is not fat. It is this. And it's like 100-pound weights on both of my legs, on each leg. That's what it feels like when I walk. Okay. And that's everywhere. Everywhere I have tissue, I have this. Okay. And then they're going to, and see, like I'm going to show something else. So look away if you are squeamish. But look how big this is. Hold on. And it's like has other ones inside of it. That is also inside me. I can feel those. I can section those off and have you feel them. This, alongside with Derkham's tumors, are wrapped all the way around my rib cage. I know it without a shadow of a doubt. Like I can feel it. Like if I can feel that inside me. And so when they diagnosed me with this, and now knowing that my doctor's here and is like, this is helping, like she's going wherever it helps us, because she has dedicated her life to helping this one section of people that are suffering because it's her mission. And now she's here. She's saying, this is helping, even though she was, hopeful for the clinical trial, she knows that this is actually now helping people. They are getting some insurances to approve it, but a lot are not. So my insurance is such a jerk. My insurance is such a jerk that I don't think they're going to cover it. So that's why I had to mentally in my head say, how far are we going to go with this to get it done? Because I don't want to go down this journey to be devastated because I can't do it. And Marty's like, we'll do However far we need to go, we'll do it. Because this literally will give me my life back. But so that's the journey. This is Dr. Karen Herbst, by the way. This is my doctor for years and years and years. She's the only one that has brought awareness, and she does all kinds of everything. Like she literally means a lot to me too. Like she doesn't even know how much she means to me, because I was so dismissed by so many doctors. And then when she diagnosed me, I was just like, finally, like somebody cared enough to freaking listen and then diagnose, like I knew I was starving myself. And they say that people with this literally are anorexics because they are told that they just need to not eat as much. And I know I am. I know I don't eat right. I know I'm an anorexic. Like, I know I am. Like, that's bad, but I know I am. And because I was so into fitness and I was so into like just I loved it. Like I would go and exercise to de-stress or whatever. I loved it. And it changed me. I couldn't do it anymore. So yeah, but that's why. That's why I was saving money. I was going to explain it because this month is Lipedema Awareness Month. Doctors don't know how to, if you guys, we've been to a rare disease conference in California, and we were around not just Durkheim's disease sufferers, but we were around many, many rare diseases that are overlooked, and children with diseases that don't have any help. It was eye-opening. We're not the only ones out there. And that's why I said, I know everybody has a story. Everybody is touched by somebody that is struggling with some kind of something going on in their body. And so I get it. Like, it's not to say that mine's worse than anybody else's or anybody else's is worse than mine. It's just that we all have our struggles and we all have things that we deal with. And so, when I was at that rare disease conference, I got to sit next to researchers, doctors, medical, what are they called? They're the ones that write all the medical journalists, medical journalists and stuff like that. And we got to sit in on their meetings and everything. Like, we got invited to go to this conference. And I got to learn so much just talking to some of these researchers. And I'm telling you now, one of the reasons why Durkheim's disease is not diagnosed is because they don't teach it in medical school. So if they don't teach it, doctors just act like it doesn't exist. And then you'll never get a diagnosis. So it first has to be taught in medical school. So there's the first. Second thing is, like with all these kids that don't get the treatments that they need because it's not approved or whatever it may be, because it's a rare disease, okay? That happens because stop giving to breast cancer. I'm telling you, and you guys may give me a bunch of crap about this, but stop giving to Susan G. Komen. Stop right now and stop giving to places like that, or to Heart American Association. Okay, because they're taking that money and it is not going to where you think it's going. It's being funneled. Check into it. And I'm being told this by researchers and by doctors and people that know what they're talking about because they deal with rare diseases. It's true. They should have had a cure 10 times over by now with the money that has been funneled, the billions of dollars that have been funneled into research that is not real research. Okay? It's not. So stop. Stop it. If it's been around for years and you know it is super popular and a ton of people have given billions of dollars to it and they have not shown anything for it, stop giving to it. Because governments even fund it. So they funnel their money into it. Even government funds these big researches over stuff and your money and government money, okay? All the while, people with rare diseases and these poor children that cannot get any help don't get anything. You know why? Because there's a small amount of people in that category. So they can't raise money for it. Where a lot of people know about breast cancer and so therefore and are touched by it. So they'll funnel their money there. But this little category over here will not get help by the government or people. And so kids with rare diseases don't get treatment. It's so sad. And so when there's a research, whenever there's a study for a rare disease, it is privately funded. It's privately funded, which is different. And so, and I'll tell you one thing, yes. And I'm not saying, like there are certain things where you can give money, just check into it. That's all I'm saying. Just check into it. Just check into it. And a lot of the smaller ones are using the money appropriately. I'm not saying don't give. I'm just saying, please look into it. Stop giving to these big, huge fundraisers that are not going where you want it to go. Exactly. If they make you too well, you won't need their medications, will they? No, they will not. And if doctors don't prescribe medications, then what? They don't get kickbacks because it happens. I'm not being a conspiracist. It really does happen. Right now, my doctor, not my research doctor that actually cares, but my family physician signed off for me without asking me. Nobody asked me. My doctor signed off for me to be in this share group with Medicare since I'm on Medicare, and that they wrote me a letter telling me that my doctor approved it and that this is just to make sure I don't get undue tests that I don't need and then help when I do need it. I'm like, yeah, right. You guys just signed off for me to not get any testing that I may need or routine testing that I do need, like for my brain to make sure I don't have an aneurysm. Because my grandmother and my aunt on my mom's side both went blind in their 40s and then shortly after died of an aneurysm. My mom's mom and aunt. So I already have a weakened vascular system. I've had 4 major concussions. I have an eye that's bulging that they can't figure out. And now I have blood vessels that are dying off and going towards my retina that they have to watch every few months. Because if those blood vessels die off and reach my retina, I will go blind. So, that's the first step of what happened to both my grandma and aunt. So they go blind, they die of an aneurysm. So, yeah, you know, I need to be checked. You know what I mean? Like, I need to be checked. It's pretty important, you know, and, you know, I may not ever have to have that happen, you know, like I may not ever have that happen, you know, but I am already showing signs of these types of things that could happen at any moment. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's serious, you know, and I hate that doctors think that they can choose what's good for you. You know, we should be able to say, hey, you might not feel like it's necessary, but I want an MRI done, you know, whatever. Because just because you want to save money on your end of it, I don't care. Like I'm having chronic headaches and, you know, I'm having this done. I want an MRI done. You know, you should be able to, you know, I pay insurance for a freaking reason. I pay my premiums and I pay, you know, my deductible. Like, so I haven't watched. I will go back and read everybody's comments, but right now I can't do it. And but yeah, so that's what's going on. So prayers, well wishes, whatever is welcomed because I'm hoping that I'm able to get this surgery done. But it will be months and months of because they can only do one section of your body at a time. And so actually I'm going to just put it for anybody that wants it. I'm going to put his just if you might not care and I don't like I'm not saying you have to go look at this or whatever. Like if you want to, if you're curious because I know some people are curious, I'm going to put it in the chat. That way if you want to see the YouTube lipedema care. It's supposed to be total. Let's see here. Share, copy link. Because I was going to do this all in a video for you guys and share it because this is Lipedema Awareness Month too. So that's weird. I didn't. Weird. Hold on a minute. I have something in my history that I didn't watch. That's weird. Okay. Can I concentrate for a minute? My brain is not functioning. Okay, put that in there. This is the YouTube site that I just put in there. And then I'm going to link their Instagram too. Hopefully I win the contest. I really hope I win the free consultation because they're actually getting all of my stuff together right now because I was like, I've seen Dr. Karen Herbst for years. And so they're getting all my information together to schedule a consultation. So I hope I win it. Okay, let's see here. Copy profile. Yeah. My brain is kind of shutting down a little bit. And that's Instagram. Yeah. So, I don't think so, Stacy. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that you can do. I mean, like, I had to tag 3 people, and I tagged 3 people that I've actually had time to be able to give a full rundown of what I was doing. So I tagged those 3 people. But it didn't say the more entries, or you know what I mean? Like, it didn't say anything. And I don't necessarily want them to think I'm a weirdo sending, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this girl might be too much, you know? You know what I mean? Like, I already messaged him from my actual, like, Debutawn Instagram, so he's probably already like, all right, girl. Yeah, Stacy, you know how many people have died because of that? Do you know? Like, they send people home early. I've heard that 1,000 times early, or 1,000 times over, where insurance don't pay for any more days in the hospital. So they send people home even though they normally wouldn't, and then they die. It's ridiculous. Probably. I have a personal one and I don't add anybody to that one. That's like with my family and stuff. So if it says Debbie Knobloch, it's probably not me. It has to say Debutawn. Well, I mean, it's me, but it's not going to be the right one. I've been on for almost 2 hours. This is like voodoo. Like, how does this even happen? Literally feel like I just got on here. I do this every time. It's almost been 2 hours. Drive-by surgeries. Exactly. Stacy, I was discharged vomiting. Okay, good, Jen. Yeah, then you're following the right one. Lives aren't the best. Not that I would, and that's what I was saying, Heather, not that I'm ever thinking, because I know that some of you guys have mentioned this, but not that I'm even looking. I am going to start researching it to even see if it's an option. It may not be an option, but if I ever do anything, I will find a totally different platform and just do live streams, and it'll just be when it is that kind of thing, like just to hang out and do live streams, and it won't be here. It'll be somewhere, but I don't know, because I have to look into a lot of stuff. Because some of these streaming things kind of creep me out. No, I hate Facebook. I said peace out to Facebook almost like a month ago. I hated Facebook before I even knew much about it. I knew Facebook was going to be no good. And then I started hearing all the horror stories of everything that happens on Facebook. And I said, yep, I hate Facebook. And then I said, I'll never get Facebook. Well, then about not an hour, a year ago, my daughter said, I need you to sign up. Just sign up. Just follow us. It's for birthday parties. You can RSVP. And so I get a head count and I don't have to ask you ahead of time, or, side note, you have all the information. I was like, fine, sign me up. So she did. And I hate it with a passion. It is an outlet for people to be passive aggressive. That's what it is. It is an outlet for people to be passive aggressive. Nobody can say anything to anybody's face anymore. They just got to post a roundabout thing that, you just sit there and you go, is that about that person? Or, I know that they have a problem with this person. Cannot stand Facebook. It is so awful. I hate it. And I say, I came, I saw, I left. Goodbye, Facebook. I did that about a month ago. So I'm just drawing lines in the sand all over the place, you guys. It's for the best. But I will never go on Facebook. Nope. I won't go ever on like a social media type forum where there's a lot of interaction. Sandra. Last cowbell. I'll keep that cowbell forever, by the way. Like that is so special to me. You don't even know. Oh, thank you. It's the Untitled Designs t-shirt. But, so yeah, what am I saying? I don't know. What was I saying? Between my head and the ADHD, it's not working. Oh, it will never be on like this kind of social media type platform at all. No, it will be a place where that's why I have to do research. It'll be a place where I can go live, say hello, talk to whoever's there in the live stream, and then leave. And then never have to do anything or nothing else. That's all it will be. And I have to find that place. Oh, thank you, PIC. I love you too. Yeah, I'm not on Twitter either. Yeah. I stay off of Facebook Messenger too. Yeah. Twitter's awful. Reddit's awful. Like, I'm not your girl. I know there's people that absolutely love gossip channels and drama channels and all that stuff. I detest it. That's a good word, Nikki, detest, because that's exactly how I feel about that kind of stuff. Like, literally, I take in what other people feel all the time. So just being around drama makes me feel like I'm on the receiving end of it, even if I'm not. And I can't do that. Like, I just don't. So drama just gives me anxiety. Like, that's not good. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like it. I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to be anywhere near it. And there's been a lot of people that I've blocked. Like, you don't see them around my channels anymore. You don't see them because I've blocked them. Because I will not put up with. You guys don't even know the half of it. I am not the type of person that drags people through the mud. But there's been so much that has happened over these years. So much. And I just don't talk about them anymore. Okay? So I just don't talk about it anymore. And then I block and delete. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah. Block and delete is my mantra. That's exactly what it is. Because I can't, like, just like I said, like, oh, no. I don't know. My head hurts. Okay, I need to take a drink. I'm going to hydrate. And I don't know anything about it, Renee. I did think about that. I don't know anything about it. So if anybody knows how it works and is willing to tell me how I can do it, then I'll look into it. But I don't know how it works. And that's probably another thing, is like a lot of times it keeps me from doing stuff just because I don't know how. And if I never get it really worked out, if I never really get it worked out, then I don't do it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like if I don't understand it. Because I did find out, I mean, this is not a diagnosis. This is something I've kind of figured out on my own by taking some quizzes, which that's not the best way to get diagnosed, people. Like, seriously. But I actually, Nikki got me into doing some little quizzes and stuff, and I started taking some quizzes, and I found out that I literally am dyslexic. I thought dyslexic was only one thing. I thought it was when you transpose words. But I literally got a 100% on a dyslexic quiz. I am dyslexic, which makes so much sense when I'm pronouncing words. Like when you actually dig into what all entails dyslexia, there's more than just that. And so like it's reading and like comprehending, and like there's so many different things that could be what you struggle with dyslexia, which you can have one part of it, you can have all of it, you can have different parts of it. So it's like I had no idea. But that is exactly what I have. I never can read books. I lose my spot. I don't comprehend what I'm reading. It's too much of a struggle. That's why I mispronounce stuff. Like I know we all laugh and hee-haw about it because we do hooked on phonics and when I can't pronounce stuff, but literally it is what it is. Yeah, so it's been kind of crazy figuring that kind of stuff out, because then I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not stupid, because I really just thought I was stupid. Or that, and part of getting migraines when I read, so I quit reading when I started getting headaches and migraines every single time I read. Any kind of length of reading, I would start, and I started to go into audiobooks. And so, or my Bible app can do audio. So I would read and get a migraine, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. So I gave up on reading anything for pleasure. And where I just thought it was my migraines that were so bad, it isn't. It's because you are concentrating so hard on retaining the information, not having to lose your spot and go back. You're so like fixated on not losing your spot, trying to comprehend, and maybe rereading something over because you don't understand what's going on, or losing your spot, or not understanding halfway through. And it's so much that your brain just says enough and you get a migraine. And so it just makes sense. There's a lot of things that it makes sense for. It makes sense with my testing. I could learn information, and they knew this in school, but they never diagnosed me with anything. But yeah, audiobooks. So like I pay $11.99 a month, and I get one book a month. And I can pick whatever they have, and it's $11.99 a month, and I can listen. And then it's mine. It's stored. Like it doesn't go away after the month. So I can listen to it at my own. But every month I get a new title that I can pick. I was going to say something else about that. Oh, testing. My teachers figured out that I knew all the material that I learned. So I would learn the material and I knew everything that not everything, but I mean like I retain the information whenever I'm learning it in a classroom, but I would go to take my test and I would fail every single one. And they're like, "Why are you failing this? Like, like I can talk to you and you can totally tell me everything that I need to know. But why are you failing this?" And that's why math, I could not do it. That's something else though. That's just not being good at math. But anyways, I can do tests or work with math. But anyways, so um they're like, "Why?" And one teacher um, said, "What we're going to do is we're going to do verbal testing." They didn't just read the test to me because they feel like I even sometimes reading that and not in a teaching way, but just the questions still didn't help. So they said, "We're just going to sit down." And this teacher was amazing, by the way. And it made a huge difference for me. They just sat down and had a conversation with me to make sure I knew the material. They're like, "So when the settlers came across in this year, what happened? Da, 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 da," and like I could just talk and tell them what they needed to know to pass me. And so now I couldn't even do that. And I think it's probably the concussions because I can't retain information. I can give you bits and pieces, but I can't retain a lot of information. And I started seeing that even before, though. I started seeing that in my work when I worked at the same place for 17 years. They had to take me off of shipments because I just all of a sudden started not to be able to remember how to do them right. I even don't remember dates. So if I ever miss somebody's birthday, please don't take it personally. I can't even remember. I can remember my kids' because I've said it so many times over and over again, but I still have to think whenever I go to figure it out. But for the life of me, my grandbabies mean more to me than a lot of things in this world because they're pretty special. And I can't remember their birthdays. Can't remember them. Sometimes I can't even remember what month. I had to write them down in my notes. And it's not because a lack of love, because there's a lot of love there. And so if I ever forget anybody's anything, please don't hold that against me because literally it's not because of a lack of love at all. I even feel bad because one reason why this is confession time. One reason I didn't want to do my collection and declutter is literally I was so fearful that I would forget that somebody got me a gift and they would think that I didn't think it was special. Literally, I can remember people giving me gifts. I can't remember exactly what it is. So I know that there's some that I would be able to remember, but I know I couldn't remember them all. And I felt like I was going to hurt somebody's feelings. Mainly if I said, "This palette didn't work out for me, I'm getting rid of it." You know what I mean? Like, or if I didn't say, "I got this for a gift, from so-and-so," and like, I could not remember. And I'm just saying that because Danielle she just did her collection and declutter. My cousin Danielle is Glamberger on here, by the way, for anybody that's newish here, don't know this, but Glamberger, my cousin Danielle. She just did her collection declutter and she's so good. She's like, "So-and-so got me this in what year?" And I'm just like, girl, I wanted to do mine so bad, but like, this is not happening. I have so many people that I know, like, and And it literally is not out of lack of love, because that love and that appreciation is still there. Like, I still know that it's happened. I just don't remember details. And it's my brain. It's my brain. So just know that. And there are things that I have promised some of you, and I'll probably reach out to people. And like I'm saying, you guys, if you see a video go up Sunday, I'm saying it again. If you see a video go up on Sunday, it's not because I've came back to YouTube. I'm keeping my commitment to Barbara Jean and the Thrifted Look for Less challenge. I'm the co-host this month. I've already done the video. It's already scheduled. It's going up on Sunday. That will be the last video. So just know that's happening. There are things that I've talked to people in chat that is in the process of happening. You know who you are. There's some things that are going on behind the scenes for certain things that are for people, and know that I will keep that commitment. So don't think I won't. So just continue on doing what you're doing, and I'll keep that commitment. So if you're watching this, just know that don't feel like you can't reach out to me. I will answer, and I will keep those commitments, period. The other thing, the 2K giveaway. I have not hit 2K, but I'm still doing the giveaway. I've been saving those items forever, and it's a big giveaway. Okay. So 3 winners, still going to be a giveaway. I am going to do that soon. Okay. So, that's all still happening. I just hit 2K. Yay. Well, we're doing a 2K giveaway. So, and the more I talk about it, the more I know I'm doing the right thing. And the more, like, even things like that, where it would have been kind of hard for me to deal with that, meaning that was another goal or accomplishment that I was looking forward to. And now I'm not going to be here anymore. Oh my gosh, Ariella, thank you. But yeah, it doesn't. I know that I'm doing what I need to do. And so I'm like, that's cool. Hit the 2K. It's not bothering me as much as I think it would have if I wasn't ready. And so, yeah, I have to. And I'm not reading all of the messages. So just know that I'm not ignoring you, and I want to know what you're saying, and I will go back when it's quiet and I don't have a migraine started, and I will go back and read every single message. Okay. That's awesome, Heather. Thank you. Oh, it's okay though. Because there's a lot of people out there, like, if they're leaving for reasons. And so there's a lot of other people out there. I mean, and yeah, there's a lot of other people out there. There's good people out there. So, I'm still going to be there supporting, Michelle, I guess so. Because everybody's saying, please keep your videos up. I will never delete my videos. Okay. And I'm just going to say it again. I will never delete my videos, because when I first started this, my disease was quickly getting worse. Okay. So it has leveled out, which I'm very thankful for. So one of my fears was not being able to have my grandbabies remember me, or, if something was to happen. And part of the reason I talked myself into it, I know everybody was encouraging me, everybody meaning Danielle, my cousin Glamberger, and my husband was encouraging me to do this because they thought this was going to be a good move for me. And it was at the beginning. Okay. So I'm not taking away from that. It was very good. And it was exactly what I needed at that time. And, the one thing that kind of got me to do it was I thought this was a way that my babies, my grandbabies, could see me if I wasn't here, and that's kind of cool, not too many people have that. And so it's, yeah. So I will never get rid of the there'll be another one. It'll be 793, babe, because Sunday will be my last video. Go back and rewatch the 792 videos. You're funny, babe. I still don't understand the I'm sorry, you're welcome thing. I mean, I know that's something I say, but I don't know what in context that was for. Oh, you already added it? Oh, you're so smart. Imagine us all rewatching the whole channel. That'd be really awesome. I will not be answering comments, though. I probably will see them or read them, but I won't be answering them. I might if I just feel so inclined. But yeah, that's just not going to happen. But what else? Is there anything else, you guys? Yeah, Deb made me buy it. Challenge accepted, Chloe. Comment on every video. You're funny. You're funny. Yeah. But yeah, as long as I like they're saying, as long as I have 4,000 hours and 4,000 hours and right? Yeah, a year. What else do I have to do? If you don't skip the ads or whatever, I don't know, but yeah, I should still get paid, but it's not about that. I mean, like, if you guys want to do it, it's fine, but like, it's not. I don't know. Oh my gosh, Penny, woman, Penny, turkey. Thank you, Penny. Oh my goodness, girl. That's the largest. That's the largest. Yeah, that's the largest. You freaking turd. Because you know what, Penny? You know what makes me want to kick your butt is that I know that you are freaking going through stuff right now, and you are on my poop list right now for doing that, you turkey. 1,000 subscribers. That's right, Rosalind. Yep, you're right. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna hush, woman. That right there is why we call each other woman, because it's like we try to tell each other something, like we tell each other to be quiet or something. She's like, I don't do what I want, woman. Because that's the kind of relationship me and Penny have. Oh my gosh. You know what would make these sponges better? As if they were cold, so I could sit here and do this. Yeah. So, okay. So, yes, and I will be deactivating the memberships though. I'm going to deactivate those because there's no reason to have memberships. So, if you guys want to do your membership countdown of how long you have been a supporter, you can hit your little button and show how long you've been a member. Thank you, Roslyn and Sue. She's a glitter. Sue is a purple pretty, and Roslyn is a glitter gangster. Tish, 14 months, glitter gangster. Glitter gangster. Oh, glitter gangster. Sandra, 13 months. Yay, glitter gangster. Lisa, 14 months, glitter gangster. Yeah, 14 months. No, mine lies because it kicked me out for like 3 months. 7 months plus 3. Heather, Arta Heather, purple pretty. Ariala, 4 months, glitter gangster. Sandy, thank you. Lisa, I was a newbie, 6 months, glitter gangster. Y'all are amazing. Sylvia, it's 12 months, purple pretties. I had to join 4 times longer, really. What? I had to join 4 times so longer, really. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You used yours up last live. Okay. All right, Senior. All right. Yeah. So, Sue, thank you, hon. Yeah, it's getting its last workout, girl. It's getting its last workout, but I'm keeping that cowbell forever. Hey, beauty. Oh, hi, Witchy Nicole. Sandy, member for 3 months, glitter gangster. Oh, yeah. So apparently mine's up. Mine's now up. LOL. I think I'm 16 months. Whoop whoop. 16 months, Penny. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, shoot. It's in your I know, right? I had to just take it to when I go. Hopefully go. Just ring it afterwards when I get up. I don't know. One of the other members might be able to explain how they do it because I don't know. But I think it's in like where all the stickers are, like the special stickers from like when you oh, it's on the money sign. It'll tell you, Lisa said. So what everybody's doing their memberships, which is really cool. What would you guys want to know? Is there anything, I know I said that before, is there anything that you want to know about me? Because we did that at the beginning. I thought that was kind of cool because, you know, there might be things about me that Roslyn, stop. Oh, goodness, girl. Roslyn's going through a lot too. You guys. Carla, glitter gangster for 9 months. Michelle, stop it. But I don't know. Yeah, and that's the hardest thing, Danielle, is just that I know that I love so many of you guys, and that's the hardest. But sometimes you have to just still do what you need to do, you know? Yeah. Yeah, Rosalind's like, I'm gonna get the top. Rosalind is amazing, you guys. She's a strong woman, okay? You don't even know. And I'm not talking about her business. It's her business, but she's going through so much. And you know what? I've met so many of you guys that have gone through a lot of stuff too. And I hate that I was not talking to everybody through the chat, but I did look up and see Gold Star work pop in here, and her name's Laura, and she is an amazing person that has went through heck and back. And she's amazing. She's an amazing woman. So Gold Star work. She used to do makeup, but now she does painting. Well, she is an artist. She's the one that painted that for me. And she's amazing. Sylvia, thank you. Oh, Sandra. Holy Toledo Batman. You guys, I love you, but you guys are seriously. Laura is amazing. Nikki knows Laura. We were all in a group collab, so you know her personally. But Laura is an amazing person. Yeah, she is. Elena says, "You don't get rid of us that easy. See you in September." Oh, what? What? Oh, absolutely. Yes. Oh, no. Yeah, no, that's not going away, Rosalind. Jamie's been a purple pretty. I love you, girl. 6 months. Oh, Diane. Thank you, Diane. And tell it, have a secret channel and just tell you guys that's what the live stream will be. Thank you, PIC. And you don't need to be spending money either. I know you guys, there's some people that I know are going through some stuff right now. Yeah, it's going to be a huge change. A huge change. And you know what? I know that I know, Anne, you've been there for a long time, Anne. Anne's been there a long time. She's been there. Yeah, there's so many of you guys that have been there since almost the beginning or the beginning, you know? And so many different people that I've just they're going to change my life for the better forever. And I know I'm just a goofball that comes on here and does makeup, but you know, hopefully, you know, I was able to do something for you as well because you guys have done that for me. Thank you, Sylvia. Jamie, partner in crime. Jamie, I just need to. Oh no, oh no, oh no. This palette. You need this palette. Oh no. Please. Praise the Lord. Okay. A goofball. Never forget. Never forget. I'm sorry. That made me snort. Because it's like that you know, that's always used for stuff that is so serious. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what made me laugh is, you know, like 9/11. I'm not laughing about 9/11, but never forget. They always say never forget 9/11, never forget, never forget. Me being a goofball, never forget. It's funny. I find humor in the stupidest things, okay? Enough to snort the loudest snort I've ever done. It's because my nose is stuffed, okay? It's an excuse. But literally, that was probably the loudest snort I've ever done on my farewell live stream. Makeup a Murder is the company. Yes, Makeup a Murder. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. Yeah. And that way, Jamie, you can always remember. This is what the inside looks like. Partner in crime. There was something else PIC standing for, and I kind of laughed. What was it? There was something else that can mean, and I thought that was funny because I made Senia a hat. Yeah, person in charge. Maybe that was it. Because I made Senia a hat it was hand embroidered around on the lid of the, cap, the hat, and it says PIC. And I'm like, I wonder if people think that, like, they can put their own little spin on what PIC stands for. Person in charge. There was something else. I don't think it was that. I was just like, oh, that's kind of funny. What can PIC? Nikki, it is past your bedtime. I just saw what time it was. Person I cherish. You don't feel like you have to be here, my dear. Like, Nikki loves her sleep. She's on different time clock as us. PIC. No, that isn't it. Oh, thanks, Nikki. PIC, different meanings. Different. I was trying to put in different meanings and it said different urinary problems or something like that. Different. I can't even spell different. That's special meanings. Maybe it was like more of the, yeah, picture. Oh, yes, I know. Well, maybe one day on a different something. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to look up Urban Dictionary because I have a feeling it might have been on Urban Dictionary because, that's a good source. Don't look up certain things on Urban Dictionary unless you really want to know because it gets a little crazy. That is such a hard answer, Sandy. I never know. I never know. Oh, no, that's if you add a K to that, it can mean a really bad something. It's slang for casual acquaintance with usually the anticipation of sexual relations. No. That's called a pick with a K. But that would be funny too. if people thought she was walking around with that on her hat. I'm sorry. That's hilarious. Whew. Hold on. I know it can be a picture. It could be used in swapping nudes. So a pic for a pic, PIC, pic for a pic. Yes. Oh, that's true. If you write SK on it, it means a totally different thing in Dutch too. Yep. Let me see. Ariella. This was what I found. This is what it is. And that's why I kind of laughed and I'm like, I hope nobody thinks it's this. Oh, it means person infected with coronavirus. As she's wearing it on the plane flying in to see me. It says, hey, they always, on Urban Dictionary, they always give you like a sentence to understand it. And it says, hey, Tom, I think that, hold on. Oh, hey, Tom, I think there may be a pic over there. Make sure you stay more than 2 meters away or you'll get it too. And here I am. Oh, I got dizzy. Oh, I need to stop. Oh, I just got dizzy. Hold on. And I'm like, might not right. You might not want to wear that hat just on the airplane, okay? Just don't wear it on the airplane. But it could be an amazing thing to wear when you don't want people near you, like, out in public. You could do that. That social distancing, even if there is no coronavirus going on, just wear it and people will automatically social distance from you. Partner in crime. Yeah. So that was it. I mean, I can keep seeing if there's anything else, but that's what I saw. Oh. Prison industrial complex. It also stands for prison industrial complex. And this one says, America is a PIC. We would rather incarcerate than educate. PIC also stands for raiding the fridge. We are picks, as in raiding the fridge. Uh-oh. Oh no, Heather. Point in control, peripheral interrupt controller, program image controller, primary independent carrier. Hey, Junior. Needy, interacting, eager. It can mean playing it cool. So I really like Luke, but after I acted too needy too soon with the last guy, this time I am definitely going to PIC. I'm only going to text him if he texts me first. So playing it cool. Pick. This is kind of fun. It's actually kind of, making me laugh, so that's good. Even though sometimes laughing can hurt my head just as much as crying. So, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. I accidentally flagged the Urban Dictionary instead of push the next one. Okay. Playing it creepy. President in command. There you go. Princess in charge. There you go. Are you guys coming up with your own? Because these are pretty good. So I want to make sure all is said and done. So everybody feels like they feel good with, you guys might not feel great, but good with how this is ending. So I'm just going to give you a couple more little some things that you might not know about me. It was funny because there was something that was like, people have no clue this about me. And I was just like, that would be funny to do on a 2 truths and a lie kind of thing, because I was doing my membership, trying to get together membership stuff for the next 3 years. Yeah, Stacy. Yeah, that ain't happening. Let's see. And I don't remember what it was. I used to play softball. Let's see. I used to walk to the pool every day when I was younger, and it was a long ways. It was a long ways, but I used to walk every day and go to the pool. And I used to walk to school when I was in grade school, like little, and it was a long ways. And I used to walk every day by BTK's house. You know, the serial killer. Love you, Lisa. Fun facts. Oh, I was given, you know how kids in school get awards for like most likely to succeed, all that kind of stuff. My award in junior high was not for most likely to succeed, but for highest hair. So yes, I did win an award. Oh, you might not know this either. I was homeless when I was just turned 16. And a lot happened to get to that point. And I got pregnant because I ended up moving in with my boyfriend, since that was the only place that I could go at the time. And I got pregnant with my oldest daughter when I was 16. Quit the high school I was going to, which was Heights High School, which was a major, big, huge school, but did not want to quit. So after I had her, I signed up for Metro. Metro schools are alternative schools, and they have daycares in the schools. So I could bring Cynthia with me to school. So I signed up, and Metros are only for bad kids, like gang members. That's for gang members. And other kids are mixed in there, but for the most part, it's for gang members that just cannot go to regular schools. and like your court order to go there, whatever, So you go to jail or you go to Metro. Well, I decided, well, let me just take my daughter and go to Metro, right? It actually was the best experience I have ever had. Like, I got to know people, most people were not bad people, and I got to know a lot of really good people at heart, and then the teachers actually cared. Like, they poured so much into their students because they really cared, and it was the best thing I could have possibly done. And when I went to graduate, all the teachers voted me their own little valedictorian. Okay, we're talking Metro. Okay, this is an alternative school. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that big of a deal. And so, as valedictorian, I had to go up in front of the entire school, graduating school, and all the parents and all the siblings and all the everything, all the family members that were there to see the graduations and do a speech. And as much as you guys think that I am an outgoing person, I am not. My whole life, I've been extremely shy. I would not talk to people. I could be over at somebody's house and I would starve to death and never get a drink because I was too shy to ask. That's who I am at my core. Okay. I'm not. You put me up in front of people and I choke. Like, I cannot do it. Right. So I told everybody this and they were like, no, you can do it. We believe in you. We'll be there. You can do this. And I'm like, I can't do this. You can do this. And so I was like, okay, I'll try to do it. And so I wrote out my speech. I had to time it. It had to be and it was so good. Like, what I had written out, it was so good. And before graduation time, they said, go ahead and put your speech up there inside the podium where you're going to be standing behind, and, where the microphone is and everything. And we'll, position it where we want it and everything and move it around. And so I was like, okay, so I put my speech up there. So I come out, it's my turn to do the speech. I come out on stage and I walk up there, and guess what? The speech isn't there. Somebody removed it. So not only am I like literally not the kind of person to put up in front of anybody to say anything, but now my speech is gone. And I literally blacked out. I do not remember one word that came out of my mouth. I blacked out. I do not remember it at all. Blacked out. And I talked. And I don't even know what I said, but I got a standing ovation and people told me it was good. I don't know what I said. I don't remember a word of it. But that was my experience with graduation. Nobody knows that. I mean, you guys probably don't know that. Hold on, I'm going to see. Hold on. Okay, so Marty messaged me. He said I could probably explain what I plan on doing with my time now that I won't be editing and doing YouTube. But I just plan on just spending time with Tanner, going to the pool, just doing what I feel like I want to do whenever. I also have been dying to go through pictures and sort them out and go through my basement and throw away things and declutter. And there's just so much that I want to do that I've never felt like I've had time to do. And I know my body only allows me to do so much. And so I have to pick and choose. So if I'm doing editing and I'm doing YouTube and I'm doing all these things, and you guys don't even see half of it. Like, I'm on social media from the time I wake up till the time I go to bed every single night. And, there's times I've put it away, but for the most part, I'll still pull it up. And so what I will do is, what was I saying? That time is being taken away from somewhere. You know what I mean? So I only have so much energy to do things. And so, you know, stuff that I want to get done like that, decluttering or doing whatever, I'll have that energy to kind of slowly go through that stuff and declutter. And decluttering is, oh, you don't even know how freeing that is for me to declutter. I hate clutter. I hate it. But ever since I started getting sick, I have not been able to clean like I used to. I used to have a tidy house, and I can't do any of it anymore. And even if I wanted to, even with extra time, I still can't until I have this surgery. So if I end up getting this surgery and I am pain free and they take all those tumors out of me, I will be able to do things like that again, which makes me very happy because my house, even though my husband tries really hard, it's still not the same. And y'all know that I've had a couple of maids that help out like once to twice a month. And that never really went all that well. The first one had reoccurring cancer and she had to stop. And the second one got murdered. So, I don't even want to hire another one. And they were so cheap for me too. Like, they really did it just to help, maybe. I don't know. They were just doing it to get a little bit of money or whatever. They weren't trying to run a huge business and like charge me $100 a clean or something. Like, they gave me such a huge discount that it was very helpful. Yeah. Yeah, that's what, Rosalind, for sure. Oh, thank you, Crystal. So, yeah, I mean, I know that's kind of a lot to throw and not explain. Maybe I should explain it because I know. I had this lady cleaning my house, and I knew her, but I didn't get real close to her. She was this little petite blonde gal. She was older than me. She's so super cute. Had really long blonde hair, and she was a little bit older lady, but just in really good health and really good shape and everything. She cleans houses and stuff, and she just make a little bit of extra money. And one day she came to me and she says, "Hey, I'm not going to be able to clean for you this day and this day because, or this week and the next week, because we're getting our house in order. We have this big house and it's full of stuff, and we're going to sell almost all of it, and because we're going to get a travel trailer, and because my husband works out of town like so many months out of the year, and I'll be stationed here, but if we want to pick up and go, we can." And I was like, "Oh, well, that makes sense. They're, older and they don't have kids at home, and that just makes sense, so she could be with her husband." And I was like, yeah, I've actually, we had conversations. I'm like, yeah, sometimes I just have the freedom and have a nice little RV instead of a house. Like that sounds like so much fun. You can just travel wherever you want, and downsize, and sounds like, like that'd be fun. So we had these conversations. So she's like, she reached out to me and she goes, hey, Debbie, we've got so much stuff. Like, do you need anything? Is there anything that you've been wanting to get? Or, like we've just got so much stuff. And I said, actually, I said, I'm looking for this. I'm like, I don't want a big TV, but I kind of want it like a mid-sized TV just for my beauty room. I said, because I spent a lot of time in there. And sometimes like if I'm doing my makeup or whatever, like what you guys don't see on a video, like where I'm finishing up a look or whatever, I have the TV on. I'm listening to a show or whatever, and I'm finishing out my makeup. And so, I told her, let me come and just see what all you guys, she's like, there's so much stuff. So she just kept saying there's so much stuff. So please, you can have first dibs on anything that you want. Just come by. She gave me her address. And so this was a lesson learned, you guys. So this might help one of you guys out there, okay? The lesson was I showed up to the house. I felt fine. It was just me and her there. I've never met her husband before. We were going around the house and she had this huge industrial sized trash bag, and I was filling it up with things that we didn't even talk about price. Like she's like, let's just get all that you want and then we'll talk about price. And then you can either decide if you want it or not. I was like, okay. So it was so overwhelming because I now saw that they were pack rats. Now that I know it's him, her husband, that's a pack rat. And we're talking hoarder. It was not dirty, but it was hoarder status, what you would see on TV. There was so much stuff and it was a big house. It was a nice big house. Even a 3-car garage full to the ceiling with boxes of stuff. The house had a path down the steps into the basement, big, huge 3-bedroom upstairs, basement with bedrooms, every room, everywhere, stuff to the ceiling in some places. Stuff. And I was overwhelmed. I was like, I can't handle this. Like, I cannot handle it. And so I'm like, I'm just trying to hurry and get through this. And I'm like, I can't even look at it. Like, I can't even look at it because it just is bothering me so bad. And so I'm like, let me get the Christmas stuff. So Christmas was coming up. Or no, yes, it was coming up. Yeah, it was coming up. But they had a lot of Christmas wrapping paper and stuff. And I was like, let me get that because Christmas wrapping paper is expensive. Let's just get real, okay? When you can spend $8 to $10 to $12 on one roll of wrapping paper that people are going to rip up, that's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm off my soapbox, but she had a lot of wrapping stuff, and I was like, well, let me buy that. And then there was a couple of little things like this Mr. Potato Head, and then we went upstairs, okay? The Mr. Potato Head is like a container Mr. Potato Head, and it had like other Mr. Potato Heads inside of it, and it had like the mouse and the hats and the lips and all that stuff, and it's in this container. So we go upstairs, and her husband comes home, and the mood, the air, the mood, everything switched like a light switch. He started looking at me like, what are you doing? Even though I thought he knew I was there. But I don't know if he did or not. Regardless, we had walked back in the back room. She's like, we used to be in Renaissance fairs and stuff like that. She starts, she's like, do you want any of this stuff? And I was like, yeah, I'll take a couple of the swords. My my kids, my grandkids, or whatever, they'll like playing with I grabbed some of the swords. We kind of talked about a few things. And then we came out. She goes, I have so many dolls. Do you want to look at the dolls? And I was like, yeah, I'll look to see what you have, because I got grandbabies. She knew I had grandbabies, but I was like, I need to get some things for my grandbabies. So yeah, let's take a look. So we went out into the living room and she starts showing me all these dolls that are like not regular dolls. They're like Elvis Presley dolls and like way even older actors and stuff like John Wayne and all this stuff like that are collectors. Like these are collector dolls. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not into collecting that kind of stuff, We can pass through that. Then she came across some Cabbage Patch dolls. Well, that's near and dear to my heart because I grew up with Cabbage Patch dolls and I was like, yeah, I'm interested in the Cabbage Patch dolls. And he came storming across and he goes, how much are you going to pay for those? And I go, immediately, coming from past trauma and abuse, I immediately got on my let's get out of this kind of thing. There's danger, like danger bells are going off. And I start to retract and make myself small and very unharmful to anybody. I cower and I go, oh, we haven't even talked about price. Like, I'm not, I just kind of brushed it off. He's like, and he's angry. Like he's just mad at me for no reason. And he's like, well, these things are expensive. Have you ever checked them out on eBay? Like they go for $300. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, you're right. Yeah, they are very expensive. You're right. Yes. No, I don't want to spend that much. I said, these are for my grandbabies. And I said, it would just be for them to play with. So you're right. If they are going that much, you as a collector, you will find other collectors that will want these. And I think it'd be best for you guys to put that out for your garage sale, because there'll be somebody to come by and buy those for that price. I said, yeah, you're right. I said, because at this point I'm backed in the corner in their house by the dolls. The door is behind him. So I'm backed into a corner as he's getting angry over Cabbage Patch dolls and into my face. And I'm just trying to diffuse it. I'm just like, you're right. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. You're right. You will get the money out of it. I was just validating him and just saying, you will get the money out of it. You're right. You're right. And finally, I was like, let's just get the Mr. Potato Head and the wrapping paper. And so she gives me a total. And I go to get my checkbook out and write a check. And I forget. This is how trauma does your brain. Okay. I forget how to write a check. Because she had already said you can write a check. I didn't have cash on me. And my cash. I didn't have any of my cash on me. I go to write a check and I forget how to write a check. And I put it back down in my purse. And I'm like, oh no, I don't know how to write a check. I don't even know how to fill it out. Like, this is how bad it is. And I pull it back out and I'm like, I don't know how to write a check. And I put it back down in my purse. I took it in and out of my purse 3 times because at this point I'm just wanting out of here. And so I remember Tanner has money in my purse that we need to go do a bank account. It's his money and it's in 20s. And so I said, will you just take $40, which the stuff did not cost like $40 is way too much. But I knew I would not get out of there without paying a good price, like a way too good of price, oh yeah, that's fine. $40 is fine. So I gave him the $40. And then she's like, well, here, let me help you out. I was like, no, I've got it. Don't follow me out to my car. I'm good. Like at this point. And then I left there and I hyperventilated and I had a full-blown panic attack. I called my husband. I knew I was in danger. I knew I was in danger. Like the minute he walked in that room. And I'm just lucky and thankful that I got out of there. That was a life lesson. Okay. You might know the person because she's nice as nice can be, but I don't know who she's married to, and I don't know her family, and I don't know who else is going to be in that house. So that taught me a lesson. Now, all that being said, she still came and cleaned my house, did not bother me. She's super sweet. He's not involved. He never was involved, never even knew him up to this. And also, I now know why she wants to work outside of the home. So I wasn't going to tell her to not clean my house anymore or anything else. So I still kept that relationship with her. The only things that she used to say to me is that he is so angry, like he doesn't want to let go of all this junk. He thinks he's still going to be able to sell it. Da, 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 da. She came to clean for me one day, and it was the day that Christina Casey Opinions and Terrible Video Skills. Remember when she came here and we did a live stream? She came to clean that day. That was the last day I saw her. And she came in. She had a baseball cap on, which I never see her in a baseball cap, which was very strange. But I never went upstairs and talked to her. I stayed at the bottom of the stairs and I talked to her from upstairs. And she was just like, hey, I'm here to do your cleaning. And she's like, I was like, okay, well, if you need anything, just let me know. And I'm down here working or whatever. And she's like, okay. And she started cleaning. And then when she left, she's like, hey, she just yelled down for me. She says, hey, Debbie. And so I came out there and she's like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, I can't do this date, but I can do this date instead. Is that going to work out for you? And I said, yeah, that'll work out fine. And she went on her way. So I have literally like 2 weeks ago just got video cameras set up on the outside of my house because it came free with the upgrade of internet service that we got. And so we have pictures of her and everything leaving my house. That day, when she left here, her husband shot her and killed himself. They were already moved into the motorhome. They were moved out of that house, and he shot her and shot himself, killed himself, murder-suicide, that day that she left my house. And that drummed up a lot of stuff in me. It was hard. I had to navigate that. I felt like, could have I went upstairs? Could have I saw that maybe she was beat up because she had a baseball cap on? Maybe she was beat up. You know, I questioned myself. I thought, did I miss something? You know, I already knew that he was scary. You know, like I questioned if I could have played a bigger part in maybe getting her help or whatever, you know, like I had to work through all those feelings, you know, and I know now that like there was nothing that I could have probably done to change it, because now I look back and I know he wasn't having her sell everything and move into a motorhome to go follow him around and his job. He was doing that because they have adult children and grandchildren, and he was selling everything. And that's why the money was so important to him, because I think he knew back then what he was planning on doing with her and him. And he wanted to get enough money in the bank to give his kids. And I don't know that for sure, but I sure do feel that deep down that that's what happened. I do. I feel like that's why he was enraged, because it was money for his children. He knew what he was going to do. They weren't planning on living in that mobile home. And come to find out, that mobile home is literally not even 2 minutes from my house. They moved into a travel trailer, like, where people can set up and pay rent and stuff. But, people come and go because it's travel trailers and they have all the hookups and stuff. 2 minutes from my house is where this happened. 2 minutes. And then I had the kids blowing up my phone. Their kids did not believe that it was a murder-suicide. They didn't believe it. And they kept coming after me because I was the last one to see their mother alive, or their stepmom. I was the last one to see her alive. And so I had to contact a detective. I had to give my report. I had to send them the videos. And so I was kind of scared for a while because, people that are, hurting because they've lost their parents and they can't believe that their dad would ever do this. Like, I don't know what they're capable of. I was kind of a little scared because they kept blowing up my phone because they got my phone number and my address off of the checks that I wrote, for the cleaning. Bye, Nikki. I love you. I'm not staying on much longer, so you're not going to miss anything. I love you for staying here. And I'm surprised you haven't already passed out sleeping. So it's okay. It's okay. Thank you for all of your love and support. And, I can't thank you enough. And, where people have had the opportunity to make me feel real guilty, that you guys haven't. So I appreciate it so much. But all right. But yeah, so I felt like I had to explain the whole person that got murdered thing. It just never ends. My life is full of crazy stories. I literally have been told multiple times I need to write a book, which I might one day. Who knows? Yeah. So what I'm going to do, we're at 3 hours and our time just flies by. And I feel like I'm going to end it on that scary note. No. I appreciate every single person. I know it just flies by. I don't even know where that 3 hours went. It's hard because, like, I'm signing off. You know what I mean? Stop it, Bethany. You are. I just want to feel like I got it all out. If you haven't watched it from the beginning, watch it from the beginning, because the beginning is where the whole reason why I'm at this point is at. And I didn't read everybody's comments. I will go back and read them. There will be a video that goes up Sunday. Please don't think I've changed my mind. I can't reiterate that enough. I might have to even put that in the title. I have not changed my mind, but here's your thrifted look for less challenge, because I don't go back on my commitments. So, yeah. Yes. Yeah. And so I do know. And I love you guys. And thank you. Like I said, you guys will never know how much you guys have helped me, and like your love and your support and just your kindness has meant to me. And I hope I have showed you at least a fraction of what you guys have showed me. So I hope that you guys know that. And, I'll be on other people's channels. I'll say hi. I'm the only I'm the only wrench on Nikki's live streams. I will be there. So if you want to see me, I'll probably be there because I'm the only wrench she has. Oh, goodness. And I don't know if I still am, but I used to be Barbara Jean's only wrench too. So that's one way. That's one way to make me obligated. I'll be like, I gotta be there. I'm the only person to help get those trolls out of there. Thank you, Danielle. I hope I win too. I love you guys. Thank you. I love you, Carla. And like I said, if there's people watching now that was not watching earlier, there are people that I am in chats with right now where we have worked out an arrangement to do something. I'm still going to do that for you. Okay, so there's a couple of people that I'm talking to. So I don't want you to feel like you can't continue doing what you planned on doing. You can do it, and I will help. There's that. Yeah. Oh, Mary, I love you. I've thought about that. I don't know, Jen. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that yet. I might spread it word of mouth. So I might tell somebody that wants to, maybe I'll tell Nikki on a live stream that she can give us updates or something. Since I'll be over there moderating, so maybe I can give Nikki updates and she can maybe fill people in. Yeah, not here though. You won't see me here. You won't see me here. It's not going to be the same. If I decide to do anything, it'll be on a different platform and it'll be just live streams, but I don't even know if I'll do that. So, I mean, it's just a matter of if I feel comfortable on a different platform just to do live streams, and it won't be anything like it is here. But yeah, I'm going to let you go. Oh, yes, I'm moving on to my new career of selling feet pics. Kate, you found me out. Kate. I just can't get nothing around that Kate. She just figures it out all the time. You too can see me. You just have to buy my feet pics. You can only see that part of me. So gross. No, never. I would never, ever, ever. It's so disgusting. It's a joke, people. It's a joke. Oh, that's so gross. All right. I love you. I need to go because my head is killing me. I've already taken medicine, so that means I just need to go lay my butt down and be in the dark and out of these lights. I love you. Oops, I just threw my tear soakers uppers. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate all the love and prayers because we're hoping we're going to get this surgery. So thank you. No, yuck. Ugh. Love you. Yeah, Leanne. It's in the beginning of the live stream. You don't have to watch it all the way through. It's just in the beginning. And honestly, like if you have anybody that wants to know, just tell them to watch the beginning. They can fast forward it, put it on site 2 times because it is going to be hard for me to answer back a lot. You know what I mean? Like if I get a lot, I will for you, Leanne. Okay, I'm not saying that to you, Leanne, at all. Like, I will. Leanne's another person that's been there since the beginning, that has been through a lot, that is a warrior, okay? She's another one of them, okay? She's been through a lot. She's a warrior, and I just adore Leanne. She has a channel. Yeah. But yeah, Migraine City. I won't be answering anybody now. That's for sure, because my head is killing me. So I love you guys. And Danielle knows, people that that you can talk to. Not that that's Danielle's responsibility. Sometimes I say things and then I think it through and I'm like, let me stop it. So everybody's like hitting Danielle's DMs up. What happened? I retract everything I just said. So Danielle can just go watch live. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for being so amazing, so supportive, so loving, so kind, so caring. You guys know who you are. And if you're here and you're not one of those persons, you know who you not are. You know what I mean? So that's all I got to say. Yeah, I could. Yeah, if I consider Twitch to drop you a line, okay, I will, because I don't know. I don't know enough about the platforms to make a decision. I don't. And if I decide, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. And if it did, it would be really sporadic. Because it would just be, I want to play in makeup and talk to people kind of thing. Okay. So I'm going to let you go. Yeah, maybe. I thought about that too, Ariella. I thought about just posting a picture on IG. I don't know. I don't know, because there's a lot of junk on IG too where I've dealt with. So I don't even know if I want to be there. So I'm just kind of over it. We'll see. Okay, thank you, Penny. What was I going to say? I was going to say something else before I saw the Twitch thing. Yes, you can message me on Ariella. Yes, you can message me on IG. Yeah. What was I going to say? I feel like there's one thing I wanted to say before I went. I was talking about the people, you guys, versus that. Oh. Yeah. I don't know if that, I don't remember. Oh. Yeah. And I just need to contact the companies. I'm going to disconnect your guys's, if you're a member, I'm going to disconnect your guys' memberships today so that you don't get charged again. And I will keep up my videos. If you watch them, I'll probably still get monetization money, I guess, because that's what y'all overwhelmingly want me to do, is keep the monetization on my videos. So I'll do that. But so until YouTube decides to take it away, if I don't get enough minutes, that's fine. It's not a big deal. Like, it's gone, but the videos will never go away. And yeah, so I love you guys. And I'm going to let you go now. Thank you. I hope my migraines go away too. And Rena's 7-day migraine. I used to have those until I got on Topamax. Yeah, I'm going to go rest because this is all very draining. Crying for 2 days doesn't help. So I love you guys.